Yo, it's been a minute. I kind of just wanted to talk about the current state of Roblox. Roblox in of itself was a big part of my childhood and still is a part of my life growing up. But the issue that I'm having, especially now, is the fact that there's not a lot to do. As we grow up, our tolerance for certain types of games kind of dwindles down. We aren't just looking for something to pass time, but to play something that feels important. Something that you can share not only with your friends, but with other people that you've never met before. See, I met one of my best friends online, just chilling on a now controversial Roblox Undertale fighting game. If you know, you know. Roblox has made questionable decisions while in the past like six or 7 months from implementing the whole AI face check thing to, I guess, blocking certain words or making bans a lot easier to essentially falsify. You can false ban someone just by reporting them and typing out some AI generated prompt. It's very bad. Now, I don't think this is just me, but when certain games update, the entirety of Roblox lags. And it's like the very fabric of a server can be dismantled just because Adopt Me or TSB fucking updates. And those two games are known as the game, like, well, not game, but more so server destroyers. When they update, there's a higher chance of your game breaking. I'll say that. I'll put it like that, yeah. OG Roblox was so unproblematic, and the updates that were being made or the alterations that were being changed, no matter how, like, strange it may have seemed, it never felt useless or it never felt directly harmful to the majority or the minority of Roblox players on different devices. This feels like, what is it? The changes that are being made are just being done to piss off a majority or as much people as possible, while simultaneously fixing absolutely no problem. It got to a point where people were making and coding their own type of investigation software to start reporting and banning accounts that are connected to very negative things or very bad things. But let me cycle back to this idea of having less, or I wouldn't say nothing, but not a lot of interesting games to play. Despite some of Roblox's more anticipated and recent releases, not many people are finding themselves playing one game consistently, or finding them playing them game. Damn, wow. Basically, what I'm trying to say is most players, when they hop onto one new release, they tend to lose interest in it really quickly, and the game will lose its popularity or value. It may reach its end of life a little bit early. And I'm not going to blame the game in its entirety, but I'm going to say that the current state of Roblox doesn't really apply reward ingenuity unless the game is able to create its own backing early on. More or less likely, it's going to die, and it's not going to receive updates as much. More so, people feel like creating this genre of brain rot or quick and easy cash games because Roblox can unironically retire you. Like, not the same way, maybe even quicker than YouTube could. Because depending on the person and depending on the game, its popularity and the way like everything goes down, you couldn't genuinely never have to work a day in your life again. But that also means you gotta be smart. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because like, when people see Roblox, like, yo, dude, money, give it to me. And it's because of that fact that so many people are making these and they're promoting these, putting money out so they could get more money later. And as this continues, the passion projects, again, if they don't have their own little fan base backing, or they aren't directly connected to a public figure, 9 times out of 10, guess what's going to happen? Nobody's going to find it. Nobody's going to see it. So the game either gets fried or best case scenario, right? It slowly gets growth, which in my personal opinion, from what I've seen, is very rare. Like, I will play a really cool game that may have gotten a YouTube video made about it by a bigger creator, but even then, it won't bring other people to the game. That is something that I've noted. Being able to play games with my friends is like a blessing, and keeping that up, it's like, what am I supposed to do when all these games lack uploads or aren't really doing as well? Don't get me wrong, numbers don't necessarily matter when it comes to playing it or enjoying a game, but the lack of updates do. And say a game updates, right, and it's primarily like a PvP game, because those are the games that I like to play, and nothing happens. What am I supposed to do? I'm not about to sit there and do nothing like a good boy. I gotta do something. Okay, so whenever a Roblox game blows up, certain genres or certain spin-off games would be created. We see that with Battlegrounds games like with TSB and Jujutsu Shenanigans. We've seen it with Brain Rot games, Steal a Brain Rot, and then Swing for a Brain Rot. We've seen it with those Quizlet games, those voice chat games. Whenever a voice, like any game that you could possibly get engagement from blows up, there will always be a spin-off game. But when these spin-off games turn into low-effort games that are just being made, not even for satire, but genuinely just to make money, and they get bombarded filling with other people's pages, it kind of like discredits other creators that are making different types of games or trying to create their own niche. It's a lot harder. What can we as a community do? Try more games. Now, I know I'm pretty hypocritical because I don't like straying off of, games that involve fandoms that I'm interested in, or fighting games. I have a severe distaste for horror games because I don't really find them scary, and at the same time, it's like, why play a horror game when I could beef with some random guy online? You feel me? So, trying different games, because most of the time, if the horror game, not if the horror game, but most of the time, the more interesting experiences that you will have on Roblox or in horror games, especially with friends. Giving different types of games a chance allows creators to not only see that you're somewhat interested, but depending on their social platforms like Discord and whatnot, they allow suggestions. You get to apply critiques, kind of like add on to the game's atmosphere, so that way you become a better game. Really getting involved in the Roblox community allows for great changes all across the platform. And if you want to change Roblox specifically, I'm going to ignore the airplane this time. I got to get this out. You know what? I lost my train of thought. Oh, if you want to change Roblox, speak your mind. Post something. If it's controversial or whatnot, and you get hate for it, whatever, dude. Just Just say something. Standing idly by while your childhood game tears itself to shreds sucks. And we gotta do something about it. ASAP. All in all, Roblox is not only dry, but it feels like it's dying. Like day by day, little by little, it's losing the flair that it once had when people could respect the game as what it is. Roblox had a notorious, not even notorious, but like when people think Roblox, they think it was for kids, but it was at one point for all ages. And now it's like half of itself. It feels like it's going to be remembered not for what it was, but for what it became. Its lowest point, which is now.